Welcome everybody to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show Nicole Moore, and she's a love coach at loveworksmethod.com, and I'm so excited to have her here today because today she's telling you how to be magnetic to a high quality man. So before we jump into it, and she gives us her best tips, Nicole, tell our audience a little bit about you and how you became a love coach.
Yeah, so Suzanne, I'm not a love coach because I always had it perfect. I'm a love coach because love was the area of biggest struggle for me in my life. I felt like I was awesome and rocking it out in all these other areas, and people would look at me and say, "How are you still single?" And the truth was, love made me feel like an absolute crazy person. I was the most insecure. I couldn't sleep at night sometimes if a guy I liked didn't text me back. Like, it was insane. And I got fed up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to make this love thing work. And I devoted my life really to figuring out what makes love work. And I figured out that love is a learnable skill. And if you know how to do love right, you will automatically get that result that you're wanting, which is a happy, amazing relationship.
That is so true. So let's jump into this. Tell us your three best tips on how a woman can be magnetic to a high quality man.
Okay, so the first one is you have to be in your body, not in your head. So another way to say that is actually being present. So what most women do when they're dating is they're dating from their head, and they're dating from their insecurities, and they're dating from their fears, and they're not actually in their body. And there's a big energetic difference between a woman who's in her head and a woman who is in her body. So most women, they're not actually feeling when they're dating, if that makes sense. They're just thinking. And here's why this is a problem in terms of men. Men live in the world of thinking. They don't live in the world of feeling. They're looking for a woman to actually bring them to that world. And so when you are not in your body and you're just in your head, they can't feel you. They literally cannot feel you. So this, by the way, ladies, is part of the reason why you meet men and they just seem to only want to have sex with you. It's because they're not feeling an emotional connection. So then they just go into biology, which is, all right, hot woman, sleep with her, right? And so if you're not in your body, if you're in your head, the right men aren't able to find you, because the right men, they're picking based on how they feel when they're around you. They're not picking on this crazy checklist that they have in their mind of the perfect woman. They want a woman who's going to make them feel good. They want to feel good in her presence. And you don't feel good when you're in your head like a crazy person, ladies. You feel really bad, and you feel chaotic, and you feel scattered, and you feel insecure. And high quality men don't like interacting with a woman who is in that energy space. And poor quality men go, wow, this is a woman that I can manipulate, that I can control, that I can hurt, you know? And so your key to attracting in that high quality man, it lies in you being able to be the kind of woman who's present in her body when she's in front of men. I do this all the time, and men would always say to me, there's something special about you. Like, oh my God. And I was like, this is crazy, because all I'm doing when I'm on dates with guys is I'm just in my body. And I'm not in my head. And they literally were like, you're so magnetic. There's something special about you. I can't get enough of you. And I was like, wow, women need to know that all you need to do on a date is just be in your body, because that's highly, highly, highly attractive to the right kind of men.
That's true. And I will say that what I like to say is that women think too much before they go out on a first date, and it drives me crazy. And when I say thinks too much about a first date, I hear women thinking, oh, well, he looks good on paper, so he could possibly be the one. Is this the type of guy that I could marry? Or I'm like, this is just a first date. Be present in that moment and just go on the first date and don't think too far ahead.
Yeah, totally.
So what's your third tip? Second tip. I skipped ahead.
So, to attract a high quality man into your life, you have to not hate men. And I just want to be honest with you, ladies, because most women, I've talked to thousands of women at this point about their love lives, and most women do not have a positive view of men. So what they're saying is, I want to attract this really great guy, but in their beliefs, they're like, great men don't exist, or men only want to have sex, or men are going to cheat, or men are going to leave, or men lie, or whatever. And so a lot of women, they just have so much negativity stored up about men, whether it's from their experiences or from what they learned in society or movies. And the problem with that is that it's in you. If it's in your head, it is in your energy. Like, you need to understand that. If you're thinking it, it's impacting you. Thoughts are not idle, right? They have a very real energetic effect. And so when you have all this hate, or maybe hate's a really strong word, let's just say negativity towards men, what happens is the good men, they're like, oh, this woman isn't safe. Like, if I get in front of her and I do something that reminds her of her ex, she's going to bite my head off. Like, I'm not safe with this woman because she doesn't have a positive view of men. And men, they're like us. They want to feel safe in front of you. They're so emotionally sensitive. It's crazy. And they are afraid of getting hurt, and they're afraid of getting attacked. So when you're a woman who loves men, you appreciate men, you think men are good, they flock to you. The right men flock to you. They want to be around you. I have so many incredible men in my life, and even, just friends. And they always say to me, Nicole, I feel like I can really be a man in your presence. It's because I love men. And those men will do anything for me. They will do anything for me. They're so loyal. Even if they're my friends, they're loyal because they feel loved in my presence.
That is so true. I hope women really listen to what you just said in that last tip, because I see that a lot and like, I'm glad you said hate is a strong word, because it's just about having that negative energy towards men, whether it's they're not interested in a relationship, they're just looking for sex. If you have any of those viewpoints, then you're never going to attract the right man, because you're always going to think that that man only wants one thing, or he's this way or that way, when there's a lot of good men out there. So that was a great tip. So tell us your third tip.
Yeah, so the third tip to attracting a high quality man is you want to be really confident in yourself and what you're bringing. You really want to be in the energy of, I am the prize. The guy who's a really great guy, okay, the high quality man, he has he has options. Like, the good man, he does. He has options, meaning he knows he's not like desperately trying to find a woman. He knows he has a choice. And so knowing that he has a choice, he wants to make the best choice for him. Men want to make a logical decision. They are afraid of failing. They want to make the right choice. I think this is why a lot of men, when they get divorced, it's like they struggle so intensely with the divorce, because it's like, I made a wrong choice. I failed. So they want to feel safe in choosing you. And when you are confident in yourself, what you're basically saying is, I know my value. I'm a high quality woman. And when you feel that, he feels that in your presence. If you feel confident about yourself, he's going to feel confident about you. Men follow our energy. I really think, Suzanne, whatever you think in your head about yourself, that's what men are going to feel.
I agree. I completely agree with you.
Yeah. So if you feel confident, and if you don't feel confident right now, then take out a piece of paper, write a list of 30 reasons why I am a catch, and stay there until you find 30, and read it every single day for like 30 days. You're going to feel different. You're going to realize, hey, I'm bringing a lot to the table. Of course, a really great guy would want me. And if your energy is, of course, a really great guy would want me, then of course, a really great guy is going to want you.
That's true. And I think a lot of women, when they go out on a first date, they sometimes look at it in a way that, oh, is he going to like me? And is he going to, you have to look at it in a reverse way, is that I'm a great catch. I want to see if he's of quality to date me. Because like how you brought up the confident man, Nicole, and he's good looking and he's confident. I will tell you, that guy is not thinking, oh, is she going to like me? Is she going to like me? He's thinking, am I going to want to date her? Is she good enough to date me? That's what he's thinking. And I want women to really realize, what, like Nicole, what you said is that you're a great catch. You have all these great qualities about you, and knowing that, and is he good enough to date you?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I tell this to women and they're like, what? But on the first date with my man, so I met him on Tinder. You can meet really great men on Tinder. And I was his first Tinder date, actually. And I said, oh, I feel really bad for you because it kind of goes downhill from here. But the what I really believed at that time was I am the best catch on the market. And like, women, I love you. If you want to think you're the best catch, to go ahead. I'm not saying like I'm better than all other women, but I knew that I had to hold that in my mind, that I really am the best catch. So I thought I'm the best catch in San Diego. I really believed it. I told it to myself so many times that I believed it. And so I really had that thought. I was like, oh, he's starting at the top on Tinder. Like, and, he really liked that. He chose me because I was confident about what I was bringing to the table.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And I also want to point out to women what Nicole's talking about in the confidence and saying that you're a catch. It's not in an egotistical way. It's more in a confident way of, I know my self-worth and I know what I should be attracting. So that's what she's talking. She's not saying be, so egotistical. I'm so great and everyone should love me like that.
Yeah, it's more, I knew if a man comes into my world, like, he's going to benefit because I know how to love, right? And I know how to appreciate him. So I knew that if a man comes into my world, he's going to feel better about who he is. He's going to feel amazing. So I knew I had a lot of value to offer in that sense, if that makes sense. And so that made me feel like I was a catch and a prize.
Awesome. Well, these have been some great tips. So Nicole, tell our audience how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at loveworksmethod.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the Single and Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you would like to view the videos, you can go to singleandstilettos.com. If you like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. If you would like to get our free ebook on the 3 secrets guaranteed to attract any man based on scientific research, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleandstilettos.com.